because you're a woman. I hope somebody you are listening to me.
Yes, sir.
And there's nothing that says you cannot make heaven because you're a man. Because what makes you the Adam is male and female. You get it? Because there's nothing like church wedding. Was there church in Garden of Eden? Or shrine or mosque?
No.
Or did they have family?
No, sir.
Answer me now.
No, sir.
You see that a lot of people are in adultery that they don't know. Because they are not married to the person they think they are married to. It's not marriage they have with that person. Because that person is not their party. It's supposed to be horizontal. How sisters we are listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that an average woman will disrespect a man that wants to marry them? Real marriage. I'm not talking about worldwide, I mean in Africa and Nigeria. Because women has been brought up to believe that marriage should be vertical. Are they hearing me? Will I join them? I should join them. I'm out of the conversation. I should join.
I want to call you.
Call me or add me. If the icon is not there, that means when you carry it, so let me join them. Let me join them. See, for you not to be seen, let me join. I'm like, we are. Let's leave it. To be adding other people. I'm still headquarters here. Yeah, hard. Just be adding. It's working. It's just for this network. So let's just do that. Let's because there's other people. I want it. Hallelujah. You just giving us the victory again and again. The Lion of Judah has broken every yoke. He has given us the victory again and again. The Lion of Judah has broken every yoke. He has given us the victory again and again. The Lion of Judah has broken every yoke. You are finally the Lion of Judah has Is perfect wherever you are. So going back to where we were concerning the three kinds of relationship, and because none of us can do anything against the truth but for the truth, most times one of the reasons why things are not working the way it's supposed to work for us, because we don't even understand the kind of relationship that makes that situation. Like I said, there are three kinds of relations. The first one, which I said is the red relationship. I've said these are the illustration, okay? And I've explained to you why I'm using the colors of light. But God said is light, and in him there is no darkness, okay? And light scientists and technologists and engineers have been able to break down light into three basic spectrums. The lowest being green, followed by the red. Then the highest form of, or the strongest form of light is blue. I hope you got that.
Yes, sir.
But you know, rainbow, which is it always starts with red and ends with red. Okay, and that's why I'm starting with red. And I said the red is like a vertical relationship where the male is higher than the female. And the first of that relationship is you being an adult. The moment you're an adult, you can work. The male part of you is your sound what? Mind, your intelligence, your intellect. And don't forget, the job of male in any relationship is to determine the kind of or the nature of that relationship or that situation. I hope you got that, please.
Yes, sir.
Now, within you, listen to me. The Bible says all of us adult humans, as we think, is how we are.
Yes, sir.
You know the reason why? Because you think with your mind. But see, female is manifestation, is productivity, is enlargement. That is how our emotion is. You get it? Whether you're a man or a woman, please, God's people, listen to this. Each and every one of us adult humans, we have the male, which is supposed to be superior, is called our mind, is called our intellect. Do you understand? That's why you will see in Acts of Apostles, when they had the first problem of tribalism and favoritism, okay, and racism in the church among the widows, did they pray about it?
No, sir.
Somebody talk to me.
No, sir.
You see how stupid the church has become now. When something happens, what they tell you? Please pray. Then those armed robbers from people will now say, add offering on top. Yet God says, come, let us do what? Reason together. Why? Because that is the male within you. I hope everybody you are getting this. And that's why start asking questions. Start asking yourself questions. Asking people questions. Okay? You ask questions with your mind. Before you believe something, before you release your emotion into something, think it through. You understand? Think it through. And I gave the example, apart from what makes us adult, which is our intellect and emotion. Okay? Other examples of vertical relationship is relationship in one person's own business. The employer, okay, is higher and male to the employee. You get it? It's the employer that determines the nature. He's the one that says this is the business I want. He's the one that will tell the employee this is this is the what you'll be doing for me. But you see, the manifestation of that business is the employee that does it. I'm not sure you get it. So that's why they are the female. But it's a vertical relationship. That's why the employer, you call him your boss. But let me tell you, marriage is not like that. Brothers, you are not the boss of your wife. Marriage is this green horizontal relationship. Nobody is a boss. Sisters, you are listening.
Yes,
Because I know women, I've come across women over the years, because they have the privilege of a real man. Are you cutting them? You know what they now turn the man to? They turn the man into their slave. Because they realize that this is a man that will never disrespect them as a woman. That is also not of God. And like I said, no slave owner is going to make heaven, whether man or woman. As a woman, you are created to respond. Female entity respond, they manifest. You get it? And I remember I told you last week, the egg inside the woman's womb is like that. And you should be able to allow your egg to. Do you know that when the egg is fertilized by sperm, egg comes out from every other sperm in their billions? They can't penetrate. Are you with me? At the same time, you meant to listen to your own. You that you can cut that one at a lie. that seed that comes out from you in their billions, no sperm can fertilize 2 eggs. That's a lesson. Those are what people normally have. You can have more than one slave. That's why no human being should be your slave. What should be your slave is things like sickness. What should be your slave is things like money to spend. Things to use should be your slave. Things should be your slave, not people. And that's why you can have more than one slave. It's because men believe women are supposed to be their slave. That's why a man can say, can marry up to 4 wives. A lie. You cannot marry more than one. Because that your wife is the person you see as your equal. You see some men, their wife don't know how they end. It's not your wife. Tell yourself the truth. When it's your wife, you will even be the one that will volunteer the information. Genesis chapter 2, verse 2, they say the man and his wife. Not the man and the woman. He said, and his wife. What did he say? They were naked. Did they say they were stripped? Said they were naked. It shows that they volunteered. They said it voluntarily. And you, sister, see, because you volunteered the information about yourself, that guy is not your husband. If he's your husband, he will go first. You will only volunteer because he has volunteered. What is in Genesis chapter 2? The man must go first. Are you with me? The man must go first. Because you know a friend, you know a neighbor. Are you with me? When the man go first and the woman did not respond. Now I've said it. If you are a man in that kind of a move on, the spirit that created marriage will lead you to the woman that the moment you are letting go of your own, the woman will respond. But nobody came here to be inside prison. Are you with me? Yes. There are people who, see, let me tell you, don't think it ends here. They are God's people. You can never keep another image and glory of God under bondage until you are going to heaven. How many pastors will take care? Because they kept God's people on bondage. Why should you lose your freedom because you're married? Why should you can't fulfill the joy by his own faith? There's no scriptures which says that you must get permission from your pastor or your husband to do a thing. What the Bible says, it says, if any two shall agree as touching what they shall have, not they shall take permission. When you say a woman as your wife, that means that you are ready to agree with what she wants. Are you with me? Yes. And if you see somebody as your husband, you are ready to be in agreement with what he wants. I'm not sure you are getting that, please. Why should your wife shake because of sighting you? Why should your husband shake on sighting you? Why? Why must you have to be listening to a conversation your wife is having? Were you there when God created her? Were you there when she was born in her mother's womb? If a mother, no mother, unless you have become a Jezebel, you want to monitor your adult children. So how much more a wife, how much more a husband? How much more? Which is even more ridiculous, a pastor. Even if you have the same pastor, you and your wife, listen to me, God's people, which is actually the best. Okay? Because it will encourage both of you to support each other when your values are the same. It's a triangle. I'm not sure you're getting it. The man has his own relationship with his father, the wife with her pastor, and both of you have your name outside the pastor. I'm not sure if you're getting that. That is actually how it's supposed to be with your children. It's a triangle. There are things that should be between you and your wife. No child being involved. I'm not sure you're getting that. And the father should be a father. There's nothing like he's the mother that will do work. You all be sitting. Not the man. But let me tell you this. There are some things that is not excusable. You can't get an excuse. What those? As a man, as a woman, you don't take care of the children. I tell you, you that you think money is not mentioned in the training of a child. In fact, time with your children is more important than money. You are more of a father when you spend time with your children than giving them money. You are more of a mother when you spend time with your children than giving them money. That is why some of these people that, I don't know the name to call them, in leadership in Nigeria, they didn't have good upbringing. Their parents was never there with them. Because the parents thought it's all about money. That's why they will send them to the most expensive school. They think that's what is parentage. You can go to the cheapest school and you have the best of upbringing. Especially your dad. Listen, there are things your wife can never tell your children. It's you that can say it. No matter how busy you are, there are things your wife can never, because it's not in a woman's DNA. Just like if you're a woman, there's nothing your husband can tell your children. It is you. Because he doesn't have the grace. Now, also, I'm making sense to somebody. So, horizontal relationship is a relationship of equality. Do you get it? And I'll give you an example. Marriage is an example. Your gender is an example. I hope sisters, you are listening. You are the one guilty of this. Sisters.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are not inferior to any man out there. Even that man is your papa, you are not inferior. You are image and glory of. You know, there was one day. In fact, that day you enter me. Is the way I like the people there, you will know that Jesus must have used anointing to white people. And you know what happened? It was this history. Maybe they are working in this office. So when they got the father, maybe they needed a drink or something. It was the lady among them that not got up. Another one happened. I'm not sure whether it's still what we made that departmental store that the maid colleague was talking.
Yes.
Imagine this idiot who calls himself a boy, referring to a woman as rat. Look at the guy that who looks more like a rat between you and this woman. Some idiots are like that, but that's how they were brought up. See, if you are brought up that way, you don't destroy your life. There's some woman you will disrespect. That will be the last opportunity you have to live. God is raising faithful to God. They are women, they are untouchable. Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. The greatest of faith, I will get to that chance shortly. The greatest of faith. And you know, remember what the Bible says? It said, this is the victory that overcometh the world. Even what? The greatest of faith is the faith a faithful child of God has. Whether as a part of rock. They are untouchable. And they don't write faithfulness on the earth. You just think this woman is like every woman you have been rude to. You be rude to that one, and you will never have opportunity to even comment. What will see that happen? How can you define a human being? Just because you feel you are a man. And I won't be surprised. But like what this young lady did, the lady she cited me. I didn't even know she remembered that I'm a friend of her. So she snubbed this guy. And after I said, don't worry, the guy will regret. Because she made a good, like sometime last year. One of these men who think a woman, their wife is their property. In the midst of this man wanting to assault me and was talking to his wife anyhow, the woman refused to listen. Until I told the woman, said, sister, so and so, you can go. But that angered him more. Smart. See, life is about the truth. That's why when people do bad, don't envy them.
Yes, sir.
The Bible says every soul shall what? Physical death is one of the 5 kinds of death. So don't think because the person didn't fall down dead, the person did that. Cain is still That is why don't ever think your purpose is tied to somebody else's failure. It could be like that. Do you know Beersheba could have felt? And no, Beersheba is the most faithful. I keep on telling you why. You know what? Her own was not divine. It was David that chose her. But she did, because of that, touch the grace on David. When it comes to faithfulness, Beersheba was the most faithful. And that's why God said, you will produce the next king. Do you know for Beersheba to say, oh, if not for your wife that turned on you, you won't see me. You know, it's what I've been easy. Ditto. Abigail. Don't see. Because remember that I will get to it. That time that say, this is God that made you, this is you. Not also, it is you as an individual. Not you and your husband, not you and your wife, not you and your kids. You as an individual, this is God that made you. All of us need to get to that point. That's why once you are not doing another person a favor. Whatever you do, good or bad, you are doing yourself a favor. Now somebody you are with me, please.
Yes, sir.
That's why this is types of nation, not types of people. Get it? When it comes to gender, it's horizontal. I'm not going to help because I'm a guy. Remember what I said? When I say some of this, I said maybe that is why I'm in a man's body. Did I tell you that I regret being a man? You think I want to make sanitary pad maker by investing to them every month? In fact, that's how you respect a woman. You know, men, plaster said they can't stick on their body. And women, every month, smile with you. You now be complaining, why is it taking too long? You can't bleed for one day. See how easy it is. I'm getting what I'm talking about. So if you find yourself in a man's house, lift up your hand and be proud of it. If you find yourself in a woman's house, lift up your hand and be proud of who you are. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that's why in Christ, the Bible says there's no male nor female. There's nothing like you're a pastor because you're a man. Are you with me? There's nothing like you're a flock because what? A man. There's nothing like that. It's independent. Another example of horizontal relationship is now somebody else is being what? Disciplined. See, it is man that says senior brother, senior sister. And in Africa, we carry this authority. You know what they use in Christendom? Give unto honor is due. That shall not rebuke an elder. Go and read your Bible. What the Bible calls elder is somebody that's older than you in age. It's somebody who has been faithful. Because faithful people are the people. So touch them now. You will hear it. It's not a command. Rebuke an elder. You will again. Rebuke an elder. So I hope everybody you understand this horizontal. Okay? Don't ever look at yourself and look at another human being. Not how that person is. You understand? Take encouragement from the way me, your pastor, relates to you. You get it? That's why when I give you those nicknames, it's not for you to go and form a political party with it and contest. That everybody must call you with that nickname. It's for you to feel good about yourself. You get it? That's why when you hear mama, I wish there was another name. Even that mama said, it's only me that started it. If I start calling public what I call her, you will think I'm a Kana. Okay? You will think it's something else I came to do in this world. To give mama that name. But that's what I call her. So the mama doesn't mean she's not your mother. Hello? As at the last, we only have two. When you say our mother, look at mother. I'm not your father in the Lord, though. Your father is in heaven. And the only other spiritual father you don't want the father in heaven is the father roaming to and fro under the devil. But as for me, I'm not your father. The best I can be is your pastor. Yeah? You can daddy in the Lord. Do you know what daddy means? It means dimbat. I'm not a dimbat. Please, I'm not your daddy in the Lord. I'm just your pastor. Or if you don't like pastor, call me Jide, I will answer you. You say how? How many times have you put Almighty before God? How many of you have you mentioned Christ after Jesus? Oh. Later, don't be an idol worshiper. You know that's how some women cannot call their husband their name. Their own is worse. They did daddy. One day I want to Mama will visit. The daddy will soon be around. No, your pastor's mind is very innocent. That's all. Grandpa is around from the beginning. Because to me, the only person the woman can be calling her daddy is her father. No, the next is that he say is Oga. I said your boss is around. Because to me, at the last count, Oga is your boss in the office. See, let us be living epistles. Because like when Mama arrived, and that's what I keep on saying. With my business, I keep on setting an example for you, especially you brothers. Follow that example. Even though Mama didn't expect to see me at the airport. When she arrived, we just arrived. They said, yes, ma, welcome, man. But Mama was expecting retinue of protocol. She was willing with her colleagues, male and female, and all that. I said, that's how she saw that the right stood up. It was like, but come and see respect. I'm sure all those are made for this. Guilt will catch them. Of the time their own wife has traveled, and driver will go pick her. It's true. Because they saw a pastor with all his anointing coming to pick his wife, who is their own colleague. I'm not sure you're getting that. Yes, and the other woman who was that you will see was so proud. Women are a bit better too. There's something inside every woman. It is also inside you when you become a child of God. But it's inside women. With that Christ, it's inside women. When you see genuine love and truth, woman recognizes it. So when is that a Christian woman? Is the they latch on to that thing. That's why you see some men who don't show that when their woman recognize when something is there. Nothing is there other than that's how women are. In fact, let me tell you, brothers, what it is. Okay, let me jump to one chart, the chart of energy. For you to see how people have become so stupid. Look at this hand of energy. What is the lowest energy that you see here? Do you know that that is what people are killing themselves over? Sisters, please listen. The greatest devotion is not sexual devotion. Because a man doesn't sleep, he doesn't think you are his wife. Will I tell you who a man's wife is? It's better that he uses his spiritual energy over. Do you know that Abraham, go and read your Bible very well. Abraham was mentioned in the scripture. Abraham praying. Are you with me? The time Abraham prayed for his wife, more than the time he had sex with her. Go and read your Bible. How many times has he prayed for you? That is giving you. But let me tell you, nobody will to pray for you. And why another reason why religion is of God. Do you know in religion, sexual sin is the worst of sin? Look at this. Look at this. As you see this energy, that is how sin is. The worst of sin is spiritual sin, followed by emotional sin, followed by intellectual sin, followed by physical sin. The least of sin is sexual sin. Will I tell you? Go and read your Bible. When you come to a church as a building, it's called idolatry. And another word for idolatry in the Bible, God said is adultery. When as a pastor, if I tell you a lie, the Bible calls me a fornicator. How many people have been sent packing from church because they told the flock the truth? No. But people are ready to stone somebody to death. They say because he slept with somebody. In fact, a sister that I respect so much, in one of her programs, which I normally watch from time to time, said the thing has tired that. Why is it called private part if you cannot have authority over your privacy? Do you know an emotional sin almost all of us here has committed? Should I tell you?
Yes.
Are you ready to hear it? Worry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have never been worried, this will become another. I want to see your hand. You see now? Nobody. You now see why nobody could stone the woman to death. But how many people have you had have been sent packing from their marriage because they are worried? Brothers, I'm talking to you. You are the greatest sinner here. No, it's true. Do you see that physical sin is higher than sexual sin here?
Yes, sir.
And men are, you see, the strongest organ for a man is their eyes. Remember I was telling you last week about when you go to the gym and they say he loves you, escorting you to the gym. If you love, you should stay in front of all the female gymnastics there. Any man that goes to the gym with you, you and your friend or the fellow gymnastics are in front, he's at the back. He's something else is watching. He's not doing any exercise. Because you're a woman, something don't matter to you. Doesn't mean it doesn't matter to men. It matters. And Jesus Christ said it. He said, if you look at a woman lustfully, he said, what have we done? How many women have left their husband because we're looking at someone else? But when they make mistake, commit sexual sin, please don't touch me again in your life. You see how carnal we all become. Do you know an average woman will not marry a man who cooperates for them spiritually, who emotionally, intellectually, and physically protect them, but is not sleeping with them? They would rather marry the one that is sleeping with them, only them, but spiritually abusing them, emotionally abusing them, intellectually abusing them, and physically abusing them. Using carnality. This is the hand of energy. Sexual energy is very, very, very low. That's why in heaven, these other energies will be there, but you won't find sexual energy. Jesus said it. But because of the base nature, the fallen nature of man, we think it's the greatest of energy. Sex has become the little foxy that is spoiling man's. That's why you see the media is filled with it. How can a man, grown-up man, you wear trousers? It's so ridiculous. You know, before they started with they call it the trouser will start at the hips. Boxers will be showing. If you ever know the history of that, you never try it again. In fact, if you have your own try, the way you will beat that song. That is started in American prison. When prisoners wants to help everybody, yes, announcing them. When the inmates want to make themselves available for sodomy, that's what you are saying. I know what has become now. You now see people. This length of the trouser is now becoming short. And then at the last count, is women that any length of trouser fits them. I've never seen nowadays. We are short, shrinking trousers will be a mass fashion. Men are known to dress with and wear full length trousers. Do you know that one quarter yard that they call it trouser length? But they've done the research. You are now seeing men now will be using 3/4 of a yard to sew trouser. That one is not a trouser. It has become, they call it, it's supposed to be knickerbocker. But it's still trouser because it will start from the waist. They come and say, man, that's not responsibility. And you will see some women too, they will be doing thumbs up. They will be expecting. See, God's people, don't let anybody. You have the horizontal relationship. Are you with me, please? Yeah. The men came to fulfill their purpose. You to fulfill your own purpose. You see, Apostle Paul told the parents that if nobody is coming for your daughter's hand, your daughter has not done anything, it's not that to marry. They are the one that have problem. Is it not tenant that look for house they will live in? Do the house shift? Do we have tenants? If you are fearful, you are God fearing. He's the man that will go home. He's the one that will fulfill your purpose. You have already fulfilled your purpose by being God fearing. So what if you are already married? The better self. Be there for your children. Whether you are man or woman. Be there for your children. Live in. See, let me tell you this, God's people. Once you understand this principle of you will know that you don't have power over another adult. Let me look at the hand of faith. The hand of victory. This is the kind of faith in existence. The only time, and I repeat again, God's people, look at this very well. I hope you can see hand of victory bracket faith. Hands factor.
Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, you can see now. Yes. See another thing I said. The only time your faith can work against another adult faith is when you are faithful. See, it's only King's faith. And how can you be faithful? Making a slave out of another human being is not possible. How can you be faithful without you see yourself the way God sees you? Impossible. How can you be faithful as a man without having respect for woman? Impossible. But when you leave faithfulness aside, no other faith is as higher than your faith when you become an adult. In fact, your faith as an adult is higher than being a flock, which is higher than being a minister. That's something that sounds strange, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
See all this shout hallelujah, you've seen it now. Your faith as a flock, hearing them. What does the Bible say in Romans 10:17? Faith cometh by preaching. Who hears? Is it the flock or the preacher? So you see the proof now. That is why if you don't believe the lie the pastor is saying, cannot come to pass. Because to hear, the faith for hearing is higher than the faith for preaching. The men, you see your own. Sisters, do you see wife's faith here? Do you see why is a blasphemy and anathema? It's not of God. When you begin to release your faith for marriage as a woman, it doesn't exist. There is no wife's faith. What you women have is grace. See, it's grace you have. You don't have faith when it comes to marriage. You say, so I cannot believe. You can't. You won't get a husband. Where will you get it from? That area is not yours is grace. That's why did Eve say anything? Was it not Adam releasing his faith? This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Let him see you as nerve of nerve. Not your business. Let him see skeleton of skeleton. Let him see you blood of blood. All you have is grace. All you have is grace. These are the key things that makes life work. But everything is rooted in you see yourself the way God sees you. Let me show you another chart. Then you ask your questions. I will call it a day. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hope you can still see what I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
This chat by now should be part and parcel of us, which is God's master plan for you as an individual. You see as a group here. It seems that you're not seeing what I'm sharing. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what do you see here?
Yes, sir.
Master plan
Yes, sir.
for you as an individual. Now, you see that I changed the color of your own hand to red, because that is faith. Everything starts with your faith. Okay? But you see, I've changed God's hand into that color, turquoise or teal, which is color of heaven and earth, because God says His wish is for His will to be done on earth as is already done in heaven. But you see, the mark of God is what God is going to give you, which is His grace. Can't do anything about it. It's your spec. But it's your faith that is the liquid that will fill that jar up. But it's identical. This is how you should live. You as an individual. No competition at all. Like I said, the best that can happen is similarity. Aren't we all men? Are we not similar?
Yes, sir.
And women, are you not similar? That's the best that can happen with your grace. No competition at all. Okay? Because somebody is a blessing to you does not mean compete with the person. Because you have been a blessing to somebody doesn't mean compete with the person. The just shall live by his own faith. I also gave us an assignment about the 3 essentials in life, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you, because we serve an awesome God, do you know that in the law, the 3 feasts that God instructed everybody to celebrate is actually reflective or indicative of these 3 essentials in life required in life. Now, what are the 3 required in life? Growing up. Hello, God's people.
Yes, sir.
Growing up, after growing up, getting saved, and finally getting to the knowledge of the
Getting
truth.
saved.
Because of these 3,
And God is knowledge of truth.
Adam brought one. Which one did Adam bring? Growing up, beautiful. Because the name Adam itself means adult human being. That's what Adam brought, growing up. But Christ brought the other 2. And that's why if you read John's Gospel chapter 1 verse 14, it says grace and truth came by Christ. Okay? And these are the 3 essentials. So I see the chart I'm showing to is taking. Okay, yeah, sure now. Now you will see that the Feast of Tabernacles, which is in the 7th month, okay? And that's how God starts His program. Even though man starts with Passover, but God always starts with Tabernacle. It's a celebration of adulthood. What did I say Tabernacles is?
It's a celebration of.
That's why it's a celebration of what you have, what you do, what you have. It's a celebration of your mind, having a sound mind. But you see, it's in the middle in hierarchy. Remember the assignment I gave you, that arrange these 3 essentials in hierarchy. with the color of light I've shown you, you should know the answer. The middle is growing up. The lowest is getting saved. And that sounds strange.
Yes, sir.
Who can? No one. I won't promise any monetary reward. Let me settle the debts I have on me first. Okay? But I expect you not to be a lover of money. You should still be able to answer, even though there's no monetary reward. Because Bible says, blessed is he that do not see but believe. So blessed is he that has without a monetary reward. Why is growing up higher than getting saved? Because Passover, which is the lowest, the green, is getting saved. So who can explain that, please? Did you get the question, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I said 3 essentials in life. What are the 3 essentials? Growing up, getting saved, and coming to the knowledge of the truth, or doing the will of God. And from this, the highest is doing the will of God. Okay? That's the highest, doing the will of God. Coming to the knowledge of the truth, which is represented by Pentecost. Okay? Next to that is the first, which is growing up, which is celebrated with tabernacles. The least is Passover, which is getting saved. Now, somebody, you are with me, please.
Yes, sir.
So I now said, the question should become very clear. Why is being an adult higher than getting saved?
Trials.
Yes, go ahead.
I think it's because we cannot get saved without being an adult.
Beautiful. It's as simple as that. That is why all these children. You know that some people, when they are giving tests, when you ask them, when did you get saved? They say, I was saved from age 6. Have you not had something like that? Maybe you yourself have said that you got born again from inside your mother's womb. There is nothing like that. Genuine salvation only happens to adulthood, okay? And that's why you see Jesus Christ said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 7, say, I did not come to abolish the law or the prophets, but to do what? To fulfill them. All right. Then another one. Why is coming to the knowledge of the truth or being faithful the greatest of the 3 essentials in life? Did you get that, God's people?
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir.
yes, go ahead.
Because that's what determines your eternity.
Come again, please.
Because I said that's what determines your eternity.
What determines eternity? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is it. It's coming to the knowledge of the truth. Being faithful that can secure your eternity. Faith cannot secure it. Being a man or woman cannot secure it. Getting saved. In fact, Jesus Christ, not everybody that is saved that will make it, but they that do what? The will of my Father. And what is God's will? Come to the knowledge of the truth. Because it's the truth that sets free, not salvation. It's the truth that sets free. It's God's truth He has exalted above His name. But you know His name to get saved. Romans 10:30, what did He say? He said, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord, what will happen to such people? They shall be saved. But that doesn't mean you will make heaven. All right. But don't forget, how the color. It starts with growing up. That's why it's red, okay? Then gets to getting saved. If you are not an adult, you can't get saved. And if you are not saved, you cannot be faithful. How will you understand that? You see, in hierarchy, being an adult is greater than getting saved. But the greatest all is being faithful. Fulfilling your purpose, okay? Coming to the knowledge of the truth. Okay, we'll stop here, we'll continue. So your question, please. Our questions, please.
Praise the Lord. Please, you said that Sunday is Sunday. Like worshiping on Sundays. That is Sunday.
That's the meaning of Sunday.
Yeah, the meaning of Sunday. So it's a kind of people. There are people that are worshiping their God on that day Sunday.
Is today not Sunday?
Not Heavenly Father. Sunday, not Sunday. Sun S-U-N.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't understand the question.
So,
is today not Sunday?
I know, but like today Sunday. You say like today is supposed not to be the day Christians supposed to be worshiping.
I said, are we Muslim? Or are we
No, like there is a way you said it. You say, is it like on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Hallelujah. I hope God's people, you see why we still maintain Sunday service now. I only gave, I said what I said to illustrate what Christ meant when Christ said that the true worshippers are those that worship Christ in spirit and in truth. And in explaining that, I said that if to you are worshiping the Heavenly Father because it's a Sunday, or because you are gathered in a particular building, I said it is idolatry, not God, not the worshiping of God. I hope you understand that. And I even said, to even tell you how ridiculous it is, that Sunday means day of the sun, Monday means day of the moon, just to amplify the truth that it's not the day you worship or the place. It's what are you worshiping and how you are doing it. That's what determines our Heavenly Father. Now, what does it mean to worship God is by faith. It's by faith. It's by your sound mind being there. If you are here now, your mind is not here. Have you worshipped God? You have not. But you see, a lot of people went to church early in the morning today. Their mind was not there. They just went calling. Think once they do that, they have served God. No. Jesus Christ gave an example. He said, you see somebody in it, and you are ability to do that. If you don't meet that, I hope you are getting the gospel. So, St. Petra is very clear.
Thank you.
So that is what I meant. I didn't say, that's why I said the people are worshiping on Sunday. Okay? So for us to be worshiping on Sunday means it's not about the day. Do you get it? But you know some people, if it's not Sunday morning, then it's not God. That's why to say to all religions are stupid. Because some people too believe if it's not a Friday, if it's not in a building, it's also they're not serving. It's equally stupid. There are some people too believe that if it's not, they are not carrying more than light chop or face. They are not serving God. It's equally stupid. That's why you see that we Christians we don't have any mouths to talk. All they are accusing the Muslims, the idol worship, we are all the same thing. Because you like to tell you, hello, if you are a religious Christian, a Muslim and idol worshiper, they're better than you? Who can tell me why? I'll show you why from the scripture, but who can guess why? Did everybody hear my question, please?
No, sir.
Okay. I said, when you're a Christian, but a religious Christian, because really Christianity is not religion, it is worshiping God in spirit and in truth. But people have made religion out of Christianity. That's why they will give you image of a white man, and that is Christ, an image of a black man, that is the devil. That's why they will tell you that your child cannot fulfill his purpose on his dedicated. When they tell you that Jesus and what is his name? The gates were dedicated as a child. That you don't have marriage until you go to marriage counseling school and you do church, you do wine carrying. I'm not sure you are getting what I'm talking about. Yes. I said, once you are like that, as a Christian, you are worse than a Muslim or an idol or somebody in other religion. Shintoism, Buddhism, anythingism. So my question is, why will you be worse as a Christian when you become religious? There are so many reasons, but there's one that is very prominent, and I will show you from the scriptures. Did you hear my statement that I said that when you're a Christian and you are religious, you are worse than people of other religion?
Yes, sir.
I just made this. I said, did you hear this statement? He said, how can it be possible? I said that when you are a Christian, but you are religious, you are the kind of Christian until Sunday morning in a particular building called church building, you have not served God. You have not joined the choir, members class, you are not a worker. You have not served God. If you have not come to sweep the building for free, you have not served God. If you have not taken that more important than you do your own work in your office, you have not served God. I say you are worse than people of other religion. Did you not hear that now, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Okay. So my question is, who can tell me the reason why what I said is the truth? I don't know the phone scatter. And an expensive phone. I hope the phone was not hiding somebody's. What is called an iPhone. That is the phone that you use to hide people. Continue, please.
So I think it's because they make their God out of the.
Out of
Yeah, they make God out of their religion. And
all of them make God out of their religion. That's why it's a religion. Because why will you that you're a Christian and you are religious, why will you be worse than women who make their marriage God?
they make
Wait,
their.
calm down. Why will you be worse than a Muslim? Why will you be worse than a Shintoist? Why will you be worse than a Buddhist? Why will you be worse than a tribalist? Why will you be worse than a racist?
They make their God out of themselves.
You too, you are making God out of your religion now. That's not it. Do you understand the question? What makes a Christian religious? So give out the mic. What makes a Christian religious? You're a Christian, but what makes you religious?
Their faith in God.
That's not it. Everybody has faith in God. Even unbelievers too, they have. What makes somebody religious is works, law. When you have to believe that, oh, you are serving God because of this set of do's and don'ts. You understand? That's what makes somebody religious. Every religious have a set of do's and don'ts. One religion, you must pray 5 times in a day. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One religion says if you can afford to go on pilgrimage, are lost. So when you a Christian to begin to subject yourself into such laws,
Yes, sir.
that you have not served God until you go to a building. You get it? Not join online. I mean, not people that are not going to church because you say you are joining online.
Yes, sir.
Some people are religious. You get it? Because the law they are following that you must be in a building. You get it?
Yes, sir.
You must join activity group. You must do child dedication. The child has not come to live. It's a spirit you gave birth to. Until after 40 days, 80 days, 70 days, 60 days. You have not married until parents agree. Until pastor agree. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Until you carry. That is religion. So I'm saying that when you're a Christian and you are following do's and don'ts like that, you get it? Huh? You are worse than other people of other religion. So that's the question I'm asking, that why? You understand the question now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so maybe think about it and if you know the answer.
No, I think my brother asked.
Okay, Professor, go ahead, sir.
I think we can say is the deep hypocrisy.
So we are the one that are not hypocrites, or they? See, let me tell you that they too are hypocrites. They will tell you can marry up to 4 wives, assuming you can love them equally. How can you love 2 people, not to talk of 4? Is that not hypocrisy? It's not only us. Every religion, they are hypocrites. That's not why. It must be something that works against being religious as a Christian, but works for them.
I think because we have eternal life.
Because they have eternal death. No, let me tell you.
Yes.
I mean it's serious. Let me tell you. President Buhari is a Muslim, practicing one. But to me, I believe that man is saved. Because the life he's living, how many Christians are as clean as him? See where this man has headed. Sat on Nigeria's oil well. Even when people didn't really know how rich Nigeria is, he didn't carry it down. He's the only living former head of state or president that is not a billionaire. That's how clean it is. Show me one pastor said that is that clean. Apart from your own pastor that you know. No, it's true. So when you're talking about eternal truth, see, I believe President Buhari is saved. The kind of thing he's doing, somebody that doesn't have eternal cannot do it. The sheer hatred against him alone. See what he said when they were asking that he hates the Igbos. He said he hates the Igbos. He said the first time the votes, sorry,